Taking a live look at our camera outside the airport. Lots of bugs out there, but this time yesterday we were dealing with a ground stop due to all the thunderstorms and weather that was coming through. And once again, we're expecting to see storms, so that could possibly disrupt flights. We hope not. We know that's inconvenient for so many. Thanks for joining us at 4. I'm Kim Christensen.
And I'm Phil Lipoff. The monsoon moisture has arrived in Colorado. We've been asking where it is. Now it's here. And that means our hot, dry days have made way for typical stormy afternoons. And that moisture means some more of those bugs that we saw there on the camera. It's been nice and dry up until this point, Kathy, but we really need this.
Yeah. Look behind me, guys. That is heavy flooding rainfall up on I-70 up in the mountains right now, hoping this weather makes an impact in some of the fire zones. I mean, we've been watching the cars splash back out there, little hydroplaning on I-70. There's so much water coming out of these slow moving storms. Have yet to see much rain in Denver, but it's all around us. And we do expect some showers in Denver. Those showers are moving through Fort Collins right now. We've got raindrops on the lens there. And we're tracking slow moving storms off the foothills, which will create a flood threat in some of the burn scar areas. So right now we are sitting with 83 degrees in Denver. That is a comfortable afternoon and a one-day reprieve from the heat. And look at the humidity values soaring. I mean, we've got a humidity value of 61% in Denver. Enjoy that while it lasts. We have slow moving storms and isolated severe storms popping up around Flagler and Lyman. The biggest threat will be the flooding rainfall, but also some wind and some lightning, and we're waiting to see if these showers around Roxborough, Highlands Ranch, and Aurora begin to fill into the metro area. A line of showers from Fort Collins out to Grover, and some flash flood warnings in and around the Aspen Acres burn scar, where a flash flood watch remains in effect. They're seeing storms with rainfall rates of 1 to 2 inches an hour. As these showers move through Denver, well, it's going to last. We're going to see that for a few days. We're going to have much more on a hot, dry weekend forecast coming up.
Kathy, thank you. And all that moisture means some good news. Adams County is actually rolling back some of its fire restrictions.
Yeah, they've moved from stage 2 to stage 1, meaning fires will be allowed at campgrounds again as long as they're in the fire pits. You still can't use any fireworks or do any open burning of any kind in Adams County. That's because the threat of fires is far from over. A small grass fire started today in East Aurora. This was off of East Jewell Avenue, east of 470. Sky 9 flew over that area about 1:30 this afternoon. The Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office says the fire was about 15 acres, didn't threaten any buildings. Firefighters got it contained pretty quickly. Clear communication in an emergency could mean life or death. It's everything, and that's why law enforcement agencies are working to make evacuation alerts better.
3 counties in Colorado have launched this new communication system, and 9 News reporter Janelle Finch joins us now. Janelle, you actually talked to Jefferson County Emergency Management about how this system works.
Yeah, when a wildfire breaks out and evacuations are called, Jeffco says deputies will go door to door knocking to get people to safety. Now they'll be able to get the same message out from their cars, hopefully saving time and lives.
There's no such thing as a disaster dictionary.
A mandatory evacuation order has been issued for this area.
But when an evacuation is needed, first responders don't want to leave room for interpretation.
Communication is key.
Counties along the Front Range are activating a shared alert tactic for emergencies.
So that it's a standardized message for all hazards approach to evacuations.
Nathan Whittington is the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office emergency manager. He says the system took a year to implement.
Within Jefferson County, yes.
Patrol cars now have the ability to broadcast when to shelter in place, prepare to evacuate, or leave immediately. Sirens will also sound only when evacuations are ordered.
It just allows for us to simplify the message so that it is related quicker and it can be actioned upon faster by the community.
11 sheriff's offices are coming together on the high-low system. Whittington says previous emergencies sparked conversations for change.
Looking at the after actions of all these large community conflagrated fires, Marshall Fire being one of them, East Palisades, the Lahaina fires, all of them had a key element that we've got to notify people faster and quicker and in more than just one method of doing so.
He wants evacuations to be efficient everywhere.
If you know you're going to be recreating in Boulder County today and something happens in Boulder County and you're from Jefferson County and you're used to the high-low, it's time to go, you're going to have that same instinctual nature as you're hiking in Boulder County.
One system, one sound, one message. So when any alert is activated, people know exactly how to respond.
Douglas and Clear Creek counties have also launched this system. Boulder County says it's also in the works there, but it's not ready yet. The system is also in use in California. Janelle Finch, 9 News.
Keep it simple. Everyone knows. I mean, that is the thing. Otherwise, you're like, is this a pre-evac or is this what am I doing?
Right. It's simple and everybody knows, and then you go.
Right.
All right, Janelle, thanks so much. A lawsuit filed this week aims to stop ICE from opening an immigration detention center in the town of Hudson. 9 News was first to break this story last night. Attorney David Seligman filed the lawsuit on behalf of Denver-based interfaith nonprofit called Together Colorado, and a woman whose property sits right near the facility in Weld County. The suit argues the land isn't zoned as a correctional facility and therefore can't legally be used as an immigration detention center unless zoning changes are made through a public process. Seligman says the town has not only the authority to apply zoning laws, it also has the responsibility.
Allowing GEO to build this facility, to develop this facility, without having to go through the exact same process that anybody else would have to go through is precisely that. It is granting a special privilege that no one else would be able to benefit from.
The town of Hudson has previously said that the facility is privately owned and that any federal detention operation is authorized through federal contracts, not the town.
Denver Public Schools is rolling out what their cell phone ban will look like when kids go back to class in a few weeks. They passed the ban back in June. At this time, they were still kind of working out the specifics. The district now says each school can decide their own policy as long as it bans phones from being used during the school day. The schools can require kids to keep their phones off, keep them out of sight, or make the kids turn in the phones and keep them in a pouch like what you're looking at. The district will also require each school to notify parents about the phone policy. The school board will look at the district's plan this coming Monday, and they could make some adjustments. But because the ban has already passed, there will be a policy when school starts in just a few weeks.
Right now, back to school shopping is in full swing, and it certainly can be pricey. On average, it costs about $200 per kid for all of the supplies they need for the classroom. 9 News is partnering with Mile High United Way for a school supply drive. The goal is to get 500 kids the school supplies they need. All of those supplies will be passed out at the Back to School Bash hosted by Mile High United Way, letting the kids pick out their backpacks and pencil cases they like, along with the stuff that they need to succeed. And it doesn't just help the students and their families.
It is also a way to support the amazing teachers that show up in classrooms and so often might have a kiddo that doesn't have what they need. And we have seen time and time again teachers spending their own money to make sure that child feels that they are a part of a classroom too.
That's what teachers do. This will certainly help ease the burden a little bit. Our goal is to raise $50,000 to help kids get what they need to succeed in the school year. Thanks to your help so far, we've raised more than $27,000, but we could still use your help if you haven't helped. The drive runs now through August 2nd. You can scan that QR code there on your screen to donate or go to 9news.com/supply, and thank you in advance.
By the way, the National Civics Bee is back this week, and our own Kyle Clark will moderate this year's event. You'll be able to watch it live on the 9 News app tomorrow morning from 10 a.m. to noon. These kids will blow your mind. They're so smart. Then we're going to air it again this Saturday at 7 p.m. on KTVD.